And now it's time for another Booze and News top story. This week's top story is going to be. It's funny as fuck how things work sometimes. What a coincidence. But today's top story, Coleman, is literally about head. Getting head. Getting head until you're dead. Or a deadhead, or road deadhead, whatever you prefer. So, a Florida man sustained injuries to his private area after crashing SUV into FedEx truck while receiving oral sex.
Well, what the fuck? What about the person giving him oral sex? What did they sustain?
I would assume death. So I'm guessing they bit his penis off. Let's see what else. What other details are in here? The man, whose identity has not been released, was driving an SUV in Fort Lauderdale, of course, and crashed head-on into a FedEx truck, apparently distracted by the amorous attention from his female passenger. It says the male driver and his female passenger were both discovered naked. They were driving around naked after a crash at North Ocean Boulevard. At the time of the crash, the woman inside the SUV was performing oral sex on the male driver, according to Fort Lauderdale Fire Rescue, who responded to the scene. The driver of the SUV sustained injuries to his private area due to what was going on at the time of crash. As for what caused the crash, police say the female passenger was performing sex acts on the driver, causing him to lose control and hit the FedEx truck. All right, give me your thoughts on this.
I don't know. Like, you shouldn't be operating heavy machinery when you're getting head, and look, I've been there, and I feel like it's not. You got to be relaxed, dude. You can't be like doing a job and finish at the same time. How do you do that? I bet that dude was like probably like 20, 22, something like that. He was not over 30.
Yeah,
did they list his age?
No, they don't. No information was given on either of them. I would assume that's a really easy way to get your penis bit off.
Guaranteed, he was at least like, he was no older than 25, but the woman was probably like 40 something.
who she's bitten off a penis or two in her day, Look, roadhead is stupid. I never got it. I mean, I get like you're like young and you're like, oh yeah, this sounds exciting, I guess. But yeah, dude, it would seem so easy to crash and die. Also, if it's best friend's day and you have to be blowing each other, you really can't be driving and doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, the logistics of it are not good. Like, you have a whole person on you, and you have to, like, you're driving, your hands are all like up like this. You're like, how are you going to come like this? You know what I mean? You're like that. You're driving, you're swerving, right? You're trying to brake, you're putting on your fucking turn signal. Yeah. And at the same time, you're being like, oh, good. I'm not in danger. We're not in danger. We're good. Keep your head down there.
Right.
But
do you think women get roadhead?
What's fucked up is that, like, it was a driver and not the dude in the FedEx truck.
Right.
Because from what I hear about their wages, they should be getting blown while they're driving, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only way to make that work.
I feel like what I hear about their wages and their jobs, that they're actually blowing someone while they're driving, like their bosses and shareholders.
Right. It looks like the FedEx driver wasn't the only one with a package.
But do you think women get roadhead too? I've never had a woman ask me to give her head. It's pretty stupid.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult to give women roadhead. I mean, it's actually probably safer to just, like, be handsy and do that. Like, yeah. Because I've been there. I mean, that's the thing. Like, we need places for people who live in their cars to, like, sleep and stuff. Mm-hmm. But also, there need to be places where you can park and fuck. And that's just that was a big thing in the 50s.
Or let's not discriminate against the people who are single. Just jerk it. Just jerk it. Like those little truck stops where you pull off the road should be safe for jerking.
Yeah. As long as you have a window tint, I mean, you should be able to jerk
Put
it wherever.
put up
As
one
long
of
as you're
those
not within
put up one of those visor things or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. That should be that's the universal sign for I'm jacking off in my car.
Right.
But it'd be a big thing. It's like would go to fuck. There was like, oh, we're going down to Lover's Lane, or
Right.
we're going down to Anal Cove or something. Like
Anal
place
Cove.
place four teenagers to like listen to Marty Robbins and get reamed out.
Yeah.
And
This is fuck circle.
Yeah, because that's how you start a family in the 50s.
Right. That's right. Well, pretty interesting for all of you out there. Hope you learned something from that segment. Don't work for FedEx. And pull over before you get blown.
Yeah. Hold on. I don't want to move on from this yet because I feel like this is a very rich story. Do you think he was coming when he hit the guy? Like, I don't know. I've never had head that's good enough that it made me lose control before I came. Like when you're coming, yeah.
Right.
But before that, you have your wits about you. I mean, So, what happened that made him swerve?
Not sure. Maybe she nicked it with some teeth. I hate when that happens. It could have also been, maybe her head game was just really, really amazing. And he was like,
No, that's not a real thing.
He could have also just been blowing a huge load.
That's true. Maybe he was doing that thing where he was about to fart and he was just like really caught up with like, oh, I gotta hold it in and shit, smell it. Your dick is gone.
Have you ever before we move on? Have you ever fart and came at the same time? This is high brow news right here.
I can't believe I haven't. Like there have been times where like you lose control, but no. I always like clinch it, clinch it.
Yeah, clinch it. All right, y'all. Well, just clinch it. That's the advice we have here. Thanks for watching. Follow Booze and News on Twitch. We live stream Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified when we put up new content. Cheers.